Wrestling, MHW.
Welcome everyone to Mixed Honor Wrestling, live from the MHW Theater here in Los Angeles, California. I'm Greg Norton alongside the Horseman Evans, and after the shocking events of last week, this promises to be one of the biggest nights in MHW history.
You're absolutely right, Greg. Crazy champions, old enemies, kidnappings, investigations. MHW has never been more unpredictable.
Diego Munoz officially returned to MHW last week, and tonight he'll face perhaps his toughest challenge yet in the dangerous Omar Bijan.
The tag division heats up as Arjun Ray and Lei Giant, accompanied by Victoria Hale, take on Wonder Kid Gibson and Samuel Katumba.
After losing the MHW World Championship, Adam Ball looks to get his career back on track against the ever-dangerous Yuri Shibata. And in our huge main event, Barry Leonard meets Joseph Wright, with the winner earning the right to challenge Alexander for the MHW World Championship.
These disturbing scenes closed last week's broadcast as CJ from the Nine-Time Drillers dragged Amy away. Her whereabouts remain unknown.
I bet you're happy this is happening to me.
Nope.
You still a bitch.
Well, I don't think Diana's ready to forgive just yet.
In MHW, the balance of power shifted forever. After months of mystery, the truth behind the attack on Sokolov was finally revealed. Alexander admitted he was the man responsible for the parking lot assault that changed MHW history. And with Samantha by his side, he captured the MHW World Championship. But while new champions rose, old battles continued. Amy found herself caught in the middle of a dangerous war. King Klein and the 9 Time Drillers emerged from the shadows, and before anyone could stop them, CJ attacked Amy and dragged her away from the MHW Theater parking lot. Now Jerome Sharp, Detective Jay, and everyone who cares about Amy are searching for answers. Where has Amy been taken? Who is involved in the kidnapping? And can Amy be saved before it's too late? Tonight, the search for Amy begins.
Samantha is in the ring, and she's about to address us all about the situation with Amy.
Los Angeles. Go ahead, boo me. I deserve it. I know exactly what you think of me. You think I'm a liar. You think I'm a manipulator. You think everything that has happened to MHW over the last several months is somehow my fault. And maybe some of it is. But tonight, I'm not standing in this ring as your general manager. I'm standing here as someone who is terrified. Because Amy is missing. Last week, Amy was dragged out of this building by CJ and the 9 Time Drillers. And I don't know where she is. I don't know what they've done to her. And I don't know what they're planning to do next. Amy and I go back further than MHW. Before the championships, before the politics, before the office, before any of you knew either of us. We grew up together. We fought together. We laughed together. We knew things about each other that nobody else knew. And that's what scares me. Because I know Amy. I know how stubborn she can be. I know she won't give them what they want easily. But I also know how far some people are willing to go when they think they have something valuable. And Amy is valuable. Not because she's a wrestler, but because she is family. Because she knows things about everyone. She has been around this company long enough to see things that were never supposed to be seen. And if the wrong people have gotten hold of her, I don't even want to think about what they could do. I've made mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes. And maybe I thought I could control every situation. But right now, none of that matters. If anyone watching this knows where Amy is, please come forward. Tell us where she is. You don't have to come to me. You can go to anyone. Just tell us where Amy is.
Wait a minute, that's Jerome Sharp!
Here comes the man who's been searching for Amy since the moment she got taken.
Where is she?
I don't know.
Fine, then answer me this. Since Amy disappeared, What have you actually done?
I've done everything I can. Wait, you are not blaming me, right?
You control this company. You have security. You have the office. You have people everywhere. And you're telling me you can't find one person.
Do you think I haven't tried? Do you think I want Amy out there alone? Do you think I don't understand what's at stake? You want to know who I blame? I blame you.
Me?
Yes, Jerome, you. Amy was dragged into your problems. You brought your personal war into MHW. You kept antagonizing people. You kept making enemies. And eventually, you pissed off the wrong people.
The only person I've pissed off enough to do something like this is King Client.
King Client?
Where is she?
Relax, Jerome. You're looking in the wrong direction. You see, this isn't some big mystery. There's no complicated conspiracy, no detective work required. Amy is valuable. And not because she's your girlfriend, your friend, or whatever story you're telling yourself. She's valuable because Amy has the keys. She knows the secrets. She knows what MHW has been hiding. She knows the things Samantha doesn't want anyone talking about. And now, those secrets belong to me.
Klein, you don't know what you're playing with.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm playing with. That's why you and Jerome are going to come here, next door. Come get Amy. Simple.
Then let her go.
Not so fast. You want Amy? I have demands. Demand number 1. I want ownership of MHW. Demand number 2. I want an MHW World Championship opportunity whenever I decide I deserve it. Not when Samantha says, not when the board says, when I say. And demand number 3, Jerome Sharp is gone. Forever.
You want me gone?
Completely. No MHW. No contract, no comeback. Nothing. Because as long as you're here, Amy will never be safe.
You touch Amy, and I swear to God, Klein.
You'll do what? Come save her? That's exactly what I want. You've got 24 hours. 24 hours to decide how much Amy is worth to you. And Jerome, you might want to know who helped us build this. Because this man knows cages. Alexander Cage. He helped build this cage, and he made damn sure that nobody gets out. So, Samantha, so, Jerome, you've got 24 hours. Come get Amy, or walk away.
24 hours? You think I'm waiting 24 hours? I'm going now.
Jerome, before you go anywhere, you'd better understand something. If you don't bring Amy back safely before this show is over, you're fired.
Samantha has just put Jerome's career on the line. Amy is being held somewhere in that warehouse. King Klein has a list of demands, and now Jerome has been given a deadline.
Renee?
Detective?
Okay, what's going on?
Nothing, we're just being boys. But honestly, I'm happy for you, Renee. Congratulations on beating Omar Bijan last week. First MHW victory, and you earned it.
Thank you, Detective. It feels good to finally get that first win.
Well, enjoy it, because now we've got something much more important to deal with.
I've been looking into the area around the theater, and there's something interesting. There's a building right next door. Apparently, the ring setup inside is the same one used for the MHW dark shows.
So King Klein could be holding Amy there?
That's what I'm thinking.
Then I'll let you two handle the planning. But I'm curious about something.
What is it?
What is Samantha going to do when they actually get Amy back? Because whatever happens next, I don't think Samantha is going to let this go.
Then we need to make sure we're prepared. We'll have to figure out exactly how we're getting in and how we're getting Amy out.
That's the plan. I'm leaving Virginia with you. Make sure you two figure this out. Actually, one favor, don't turn Virginia into one of those hot villains from the movies.
Virginia would do great in action movies.
Would I?
Renee, stay focused.
The tag team action is coming up. Arjun Ray and Lei Zhang take on Wonder Kid Gibson and Samuel Katumba.
And Greg, Ray, and Zhang have been a nightmare for the MHW locker room ever since Victoria Hale arrives.
Two very different teams, but both have plenty to prove tonight.
Especially Gibson and Katumba, they're walking straight into the Tiger's den.
As they're about to come out, Arjun, the Tiger Ray, and Thunderstorm Lei Zhang, you can feel the atmosphere change whenever these two make their way to this ring.
Because people know what's coming, Greg. These aren't two men looking for a competitive match. They're looking to establish dominance.
Since Victoria Hale arrived, Ray and Zhang have become a completely different force.
Victoria has brought direction to their aggression. Ray is the predator, Zhang is the powerhouse. And together they've become one of the most dangerous combinations in MHW.
On the way to the ring, accompanied by Victoria Hale. At a combined weight of 561 pounds, the Thunderstorm. And Arjun Ray.
And look at Victoria, she isn't even looking at the fans, she's focused on the ring.
Because she knows exactly what her team is capable of.
Ray has already made it clear that he wants to be considered one of the elite competitors in MHW, and Lei Zhang has been right there beside him.
They don't care who is standing across from them, friends, champions, fan favorites. It makes no difference.
And that's why the locker room has started taking notice.
They should be afraid, because when two men like Ray and Zhang believe they're destined for the top, everybody else becomes an obstacle.
Victoria Hale has positioned herself as the mastermind behind this entire operation.
And tonight she's brought her two biggest weapons into battle. They aren't waiting for a fight, Greg. They're waiting for their next victims.
Here comes Samuel Katumba.
Samuel has had some serious battles recently, and tonight he needs to bring everything he's got.
He's also representing something very different from Ray and Zhang, a locker room that refuses to be intimidated.
And their opponents, first from Kampala, Uganda, weighing in at 210 pounds, Samuel!
Look at Samuel, he knows exactly what he's walking into tonight.
He's walking into a beating.
That's your prediction?
Look at the men waiting for him. Arjun Ray and Lei Zhang have been running through the MHW locker room, and Samuel's about to step into their territory.
Samuel isn't exactly known for backing down from a challenge. He's been involved in some of the biggest battles we've seen this season, and he's earned the respect of many people backstage. And listen to this reception. The MHW fans are firmly behind Samuel Katumba tonight.
That support isn't going to help him when Ray gets his hands on him.
Samuel has something Ray and Zhang don't have.
What's that?
Trust. Samuel has built real friendships in that locker room, particularly with Wonder Kid Gibson. And when you have somebody you trust fighting beside you, that can make a difference.
Until you're getting slammed into the mat.
Well, we'll find out soon enough. Samuel isn't taking his eyes off those two. Smart move.
He's probably wondering if he should turn around and go back up that ramp. Samuel Katumba is ready, and shortly he'll find out exactly what Ray and Zhang are capable of.
And here comes the Wonder Kid. Listen to this reaction for Gibson.
And his partner from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 205 pounds, Wonder Kid Gibson.
All that energy is great, Greg, but he's about to find out just how dangerous Arjun Ray and Lei Zhang can be.
Gibson doesn't look intimidated. He knows exactly who he's facing, and he's coming down here ready for a fight.
That's the problem with these fan favorites. They get everybody behind them, they start believing the hype, and then they run into someone like Ray.
Wonder Kid Gibson has earned his confidence, and tonight he's got Samuel Katumba beside him.
Friendship is going to have to be stronger than ever tonight.
The teams are finally face to face. 4 men, 2 teams, and a whole lot of bad blood. Both teams are ready.
4 men, 1 ring, and Victoria Hale watching every second.
Well, let's see which team can make the statement tonight. Arjun Ray and Lei Zhang versus Wonder Kid Gibson and Samuel Katumba. And here we go. Before we get too caught up in the individual exchanges, you have to look at the bigger picture surrounding these four men. Arjun Ray and Lei Zhang have completely changed since Victoria Hale arrived.
They've become more aggressive, more calculated, and frankly, more dangerous.
And they're not just targeting opponents anymore, they're becoming a threat to the entire MHW locker room.
That's because Ray and Zhang don't care about making friends. They care about power.
Meanwhile, Samuel Katumba and Wonder Kid Gibson have developed a genuine friendship. You can see the trust between these two every time they're together.
And that friendship is going to be tested tonight, because friendship is great until you're standing across from men like Ray and Zhang.
And let's not forget the larger war developing between the office and the people who have refused to fall in line. Samuel and Gibson have found themselves right in the middle of that conflict.
And Victoria Hale is enjoying every second of it. She knows exactly what Ray and Zhang are capable of. She's turning them loose, and the rest of the locker room is going to have to deal with the consequences.
There's another reason this match matters. The future of the MHW World Championship could be affected by what happens tonight.
Absolutely. Aztec Warfare at MHW Honor Warfare is coming, and the World Championship will be on the line. Every victory, every defeat, every bit of momentum could matter when those men enter the same match.
Samuel Katumba is heading to the top rope, waiting for Lei Zhang to get back to his feet. Double foot stomp. He got it.
Cover!
And no, Arjun Ray breaks it up.
That's exactly why Ray and Zhang are so dangerous. You don't get a clean opportunity against these two.
Gibson with a scoop slam to Ray. Wonder Kid going up top.
Gibson wants to finish this.
Phoenix splash, he got all of it. Cover!
Lei Zhang saves his partner.
Again, Ray and Zhang refuse to let this match slip away. Springboard crossbody. Katumba is feeling it now. He's calling Zhang up.
Lei Zhang is in huge trouble, Greg.
Paradise kick, he got it.
Ray again, he breaks it up.
Arjun Ray has been everywhere tonight.
Look at him, Greg. Ray is on fire. He hits a clothesline. Look at the intensity and the aggression of Ray. He lands the running senton. Incredible.
That's the opening Ray and Zhang needed. Ray has Samuel up. Death Valley driver. He just drove Katumba into the mat.
Zhang gets tagged in, and quite frankly, Greg, this one is over.
The referee is about to make the count. And no! A kick out! Samuel Katumba somehow survives. This match has gone on longer than Victoria Hale would have liked.
Wait a minute. Gibson is still standing in the ring, but he looks completely out of it.
Shane Dang, the spike. He got it.
Gibson needs to break this up.
Damn!
Ray and Zhang have done it.
Arjun Ray and Lei Zhang have done it. Samuel Katumba and Wonder Kid Gibson threw everything they had at these two, but Ray and Zhang survived every challenge.
Ray's Death Valley driver and Zhang's Zhang Dong were the difference makers tonight.
Look at Victoria Hale celebrating with her team. Arjun Ray and Lei Zhang continue their rise through MHW.
And I'd be very concerned if I'm anyone in that locker room, because tonight wasn't just a victory, it was a warning.
Hold up. Why Payne here?
Because after tonight, Jerome owes me one.
Man, what you mean owe you one?
I'm saying I'm helping you lot tonight. And when this is done, Jerome owes me one.
Look, I ain't got time for this right now. Amy's in that warehouse with King Klein and the 9-time drillers. CJ dragged her out of this building, and now Klein's holding her to get what he wants. I need you with me, Jeremiah. We get over there, we get Amy out, and we bring her back here safe. Yeah, but what do I get out of it? Bro, Amy's been kidnapped. I'm asking you to help me get her back. I know, but you want me walking into a warehouse with King Klein, CJ, Jamal, and whoever else they've got waiting. That ain't exactly a quick trip down the road. I know what we're walking into, but I've got no choice. Samantha's given me an ultimatum. If I don't get Amy back before this show's over, I'm fired. That's rough, but that still don't tell me what I get. Listen, it ain't gonna be me who owes you. It's Samantha. Now we talking. If Samantha owes me one, I'm in.
That's the deal then.
Good. Let's move. Whatever happens in there, we get Amy back. Say less.
هر هفته همین اتفاق. MHW keeps screwing Omar Bijan. Lance Jones, that TV tournament loss was a fluke. I should be TV champion. And Renee last week, another fluke. هر بار حق منو میخورن.
همه میدونن عمر برتره. Tonight, Diego Munoz will learn.
Diego Munoz? Haha, این یه جوکه. Tonight I expose him. And that mixed honor warfare, Aztec warfare. من MHW world champion میشم.
Diego, آماده باش. Tonight, Omar wins.
دیگه کسی نمیتونه جلوی منو بگیره. عدالت برای عمر بیجان.
Before the defeat, before the comeback, before Diego Munoz became the prodigy, there was a man who refused to play by the rules. He didn't ask Lance Jones for the MHW Television Championship. He took it. During the MHW League, Diego Munoz proved that when he wanted something, he was willing to take it with his own hands. And Samantha learned that lesson too. He stole Samantha's necklace right from around her neck, humiliating the woman who would eventually take control of MHW. But Diego's biggest chapter came during the MHW League. He fought. He survived. He caused chaos. And he made enemies everywhere he went. But eventually, the consequences caught up with him. Diego was forced into a loser leaves MHW match against Lance Jones. The prodigy lost. And just like that, Diego Munoz was gone. But Diego's story wasn't finished. When Sokolov was brutally attacked in the parking lot, Detective J began a search for the truth. And Diego Munoz became an unlikely part of that investigation. Diego helped Detective J uncover the clues that eventually exposed the man behind the attack, Xander. The truth changed MHW forever. And then, Diego returned. After being told his career was over, after being fired, after everything MHW took from him, Diego Munoz came back. But this time, he's not here to steal a championship. He's not here to steal a necklace. He's not here to settle an old score. He's here for one thing: the MHW World Championship. The prodigy is back, and this time, he's coming for the top.
A Diego esta noche, manténlo fuerte y protégelo en el ring. Amén.
Amén. Diego Munoz is back in MHW, and his first major test is coming up next. Coming up next, the prodigy is back in singles action. Diego Munoz takes on Omar Bijan.
Welcome back to MHW, Diego. Now let's see if he can still hang with the best.
After everything he's been through, Diego Munoz is finally back where he belongs.
And he's got one hell of a test waiting for him.
Listen to this crowd. Diego Munoz is back in MHW.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Hernandez Jr. from Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 195 pounds, the prodigy, Diego Munoz.
He's been away, he's been through hell, and now he's walking back into this building like he owns the place. What a clown.
Diego Munoz was once one of the most unpredictable stars in MHW. He stole championships, he stole Samantha's necklace, he caused absolute chaos, and now he's back with something to prove.
Don't forget, Greg, Diego was fired from MHW. He lost the loser leaves MHW match to Lance Jones and thought his career here was finished.
But Detective J helped bring him back, and now Diego has another opportunity to write his name into MHW history.
Let's see if this comeback lasts longer than one night.
نحن من ابتكرنا العلم.
And here comes Omar Bijan, accompanied by Amaya, the future Dawn.
Listen to this crowd. They absolutely cannot stand these two.
Weighing in at 247 pounds, the wrestler Omar.
Omar and Amaya have certainly made their presence felt in MHW.
They don't care about making friends, Greg. They walk into every building looking to make somebody's night miserable.
And tonight their target is a man making his long-awaited return.
Which is exactly why I like Omar's chances. Diego Munoz is getting all the attention tonight, but Omar has been competing while Diego has been away.
Both men are ready. Diego's return match is about to begin.
Omar is looking to ruin the comeback party.
And we're underway, but this match represents so much more than just another win or loss. Diego Munoz is back. The man who was told his career was over has made his way back to MHW.
And Detective J deserves some credit for that. Without Detective J pushing for Diego's reinstatement, the Prodigy wouldn't even be standing in this ring tonight.
Well, that's right. Detective J fought to bring Diego back, and Diego has made it clear he wants to repay that faith by becoming MHW World Champion.
That's a long way away, especially with Alexander holding that championship.
But Diego knows that a victory tonight could be the first step toward becoming World Champion. What's funny?
Diego Munoz becoming MHW World Champion is like the Charlotte Hornets winning an NBA championship. Don't start getting greedy, Greg.
Diego with a massive drop kick. Diego's fired up. Look at the Prodigy. The crowd is right behind him.
I do miss this part.
Diego has Omar in trouble, and the three amigos. Diego hasn't missed a beat. Omar is down. The referee is fixing that turnbuckle. Wait a minute, Amaya is distracting Diego.
This is what I was talking about. Never take your eyes off Amaya.
Diego's going up. Diego's climbing up to the top rope. Knees up. Omar got the knees up.
It's over, Greg.
Omar Bijan is now setting up the back suplex.
He's done it.
Cover. But no, two count only.
My God.
Omar is calling Diego up. He wants to finish this for good. Going for the slam. Counter, reverse DDT.
Great counter from the Prodigy.
Diego's got him up. Powerbomb. He stacks him up. And no, 2 count only. Omar is struggling.
How did Omar survive that?
Diego's going back to the top. Diego is looking to settle this match. Knees up again. Diego has been scouted.
Omar got them up again. Diego has to be running on instinct now.
Omar sends Diego into the corner. Diego with the elbow.
Omar just walked straight into it. Damn!
A brainbuster by Diego Munoz. Diego Munoz has done it. What a return for Diego Munoz after being fired, after being told his career was finished. He comes back to MHW and defeats Omar Bijan.
Forget the past, Greg. Tonight was about the future. And if Diego Munoz can build on this momentum, he could become a serious problem for Alexander.
Are you serious, Evans?
Here's your winner, the Prodigy, Diego Munoz.
He looks solid out there, Greg. Apart from the missed frog splashes, he looks solid.
The Prodigy has made his return count. Diego Munoz is officially back in the hunt for the MHW World Championship. The Glory is already in the ring, and after what she did to Diana Wright last week, I don't think she's out here to apologize.
Apologize? She shouldn't have to. Gloria made her feelings perfectly clear, and tonight she's got something to say.
Wow. Look at all these people. All these people who actually thought Diana Wright was going to stay away. After what happened last week, you'd think Diana would have learned her lesson, but apparently, she doesn't know when to stay down. Let me remind everybody exactly what happened. At Crowner Collapse, I hit Diana with a chair. I did it because I was finally tired of pretending. Tired of pretending Diana was some great human being. Tired of pretending she was somebody I needed beside me. And most importantly, I was tired of Diana holding me back. Let me tell you something. Diana Wright can't really fight. She never could. She just had people around her to make her look better than she actually was. Joseph, her friends, her family. Everybody around Diana has spent years protecting her, but no more. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do everybody a favor. I'm going to finish what I started. I'm going to end Diana Wright's career in MHW for good.
Gloria, you've made some pretty strong promises tonight. You promised you are going to end me. You promised you are going to get rid of me. You promised you are going to do everyone a favor. So how about I help you keep your promises? Next week, you and me. No excuses, no running, no one coming out here to save either of us. No holds barred.
You want a no holds barred match? You got it. Next week, I'm going to finish you.
Good. And one more thing. I don't hate you because you hit me with a chair at Crown or Collapse. I hate you because you're a bitch. You made one mistake, Gloria. You kept me breathing. And next week, I'm going to give you a reason to fear me.
Diana Wright just challenged Gloria to a no-holds-barred match.
Next week, these two women settle this once and for all.
Adam, after losing the MHW World Championship to Alexander, there have been a lot of questions about your future with The Office. Are you still committed to Samantha and The Office?
That's a complicated question.
Why?
Because I don't know. I gave everything to The Office. I trusted Samantha. I followed her instructions. I became world champion. And then I lost the championship. And suddenly I'm not sure where I stand anymore.
Are you saying you don't trust Samantha?
I'm saying I don't know who I can trust. Alexander has the championship. Samantha is standing beside him. And I'm the one left trying to figure out what went wrong.
Tonight, you face Yuri Shibata. Does that match give you an opportunity to prove you still belong at the top?
Absolutely. Yuri is dangerous. I know that. But tonight isn't about Samantha. It isn't about The Office. It's about me.
And then there's Mixed Honor Warfare. The entire MHW roster will be entering the Aztec Warfare match, with the World Championship on the line.
Exactly. Everyone is going to have an opportunity, me included. I don't know if I'm still part of The Office, but I do know this. When Aztec Warfare begins, I'm coming for that championship. And if Samantha doesn't like it, she'll have to deal with me.
Earlier tonight, Lance Jones and the Natural Niles were brawling after last week's TV Championship matchup.
Niles will never forgive Lance for getting himself disqualified. Jerome Payne and Jeremiah brought their own cameraman, as it looks like they have found Amy.
And also the MHW World Champion has entered the theater, and look who he met outside the building before entering.
The unrelenting Hannibal Moore, Alexander versus Hannibal for the MHW World Championship in the future is a great matchup.
Two men with very different motivations, but both have their eyes on the MHW World Championship.
And only one of them is leaving with momentum.
Here comes the scientist, Adam Ball.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 228 pounds, the scientist, Adam Ball.
Just a few weeks ago, Adam Ball was standing at the top of MHW with the World Championship around his waist.
Now he's walking to this ring without it.
That has to be weighing on Adam. He spent so much time fighting to become world champion, only to have Alexander take that championship away from him.
And now Adam has to figure out what comes next.
But earlier tonight, Adam admitted that he's not even sure if he wants to remain part of the office.
That's a dangerous place to be because Samantha has already moved on. She's standing beside Alexander, the new world champion.
Which leaves Adam Ball with a very important question. Does he try to win his way back into Samantha's good graces, or does he start building his own path?
Whatever path he chooses, tonight he needs a victory.
I don't enter to be seen. I enter to be remembered. Every single step I take in this life is the end of someone else's story.
And now here comes Yuri Shibata. Look at the focus on Yuri's face. He knows exactly who is waiting for him inside that ring.
And his opponent from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 228 pounds, Yuri Shibata.
Yuri Shibata has continued to compete at a high level since then, and now he's walking into a match with one of the biggest targets in MHW.
Adam's a former world champion, but he's also vulnerable right now. He's questioning his future with the office. He's lost his championship, and he's trying to find his footing again.
And Yuri could take advantage of all of that.
Look at this. Yuri isn't intimidated.
Why should he be? Yuri knows he can beat Adam. He nearly did it during the league before Adam found a way to make him submit. And Yuri knows what's waiting for everyone at Mixed Honor Warfare. The Aztec Warfare match. The entire MHW roster will have an opportunity to become world champion.
And that's exactly what Yuri is thinking about. Beat Adam tonight, build momentum, then walk into Aztec Warfare knowing he can compete with anybody.
The fans are firmly behind Yuri Shibata.
Adam Ball better be ready because Yuri isn't coming out here for a rematch. He's coming for redemption.
Both men are ready. Adam Ball and Yuri Shibata. A rematch from the MHW League qualifier.
Let's see if history repeats itself.
Adam Ball versus Yuri Shibata. And we're underway. This is a fascinating match because Adam Ball is fighting for more than a victory. He's fighting to prove that losing the World Championship didn't destroy his momentum.
And he's fighting to prove that he still belongs in the office. Adam admitted earlier tonight that he doesn't even know if he wants to remain with Samantha.
That's a huge uncertainty hanging over the scientist. At one point, Adam was Samantha's world champion. Now Alexander has the championship. Samantha is standing beside Alexander. And Adam is left wondering where he fits.
Maybe he needs to stop worrying about Samantha and start worrying about himself.
That's exactly what Adam said earlier. Tonight isn't about the office, it's about Adam Ball.
And if he wants another shot at that championship, he needs to start putting wins together.
But Yuri Shibata wants that same opportunity. And this isn't just a rematch, it's unfinished business.
Adam made Yuri tap in the MHW League qualifier. Yuri has the chance to erase that memory tonight.
And then there's Mixed Honor Warfare. The entire MHW roster will enter the Aztec Warfare match for the World Championship.
Which means every single one of these competitors needs momentum.
Adam wants to regain the championship he lost. Yuri wants to prove he's capable of becoming world champion for the first time.
And tonight, one of them gets a major step forward.
Yuri fighting back. Another clothesline by Yuri. Adam with the kick, got caught. Yuri sweeps the leg.
Look at Shibata. He's feeling the momentum shift.
Yuri is going up to the top rope. Meteora, he connects.
This is bad for Adam Ball, Greg.
The cover. And now a 2 count. Yuri has picked up the pace. Yuri goes for the flying knee. He misses. Adam catches Yuri. He is setting up the Alabama Slam.
Adam has done it, Greg.
The cover. And no, Yuri kicks out. Adam has found life in this matchup. Sweet. Adam collides with the referee. Flying knee. He connects. Adam is down.
3.
Yuri Shibata has defeated Adam Ball. The man Adam forced to tap during the MHW League has just beaten the former world champion.
Yuri just proved something tonight. He can hang with the former champion, he can survive his best shots, and he can put Adam Ball away.
And that could be a huge statement heading into Aztec Warfare.
Don't overlook Yuri Shibata. Tonight he looked like a future world champion.
And if Yuri can carry this momentum into Mixed Honor Warfare, Alexander may have a serious problem on his hands. Yuri Shibata celebrating this huge victory. He's earned every bit of this moment. And at Mixed Honor Warfare, Yuri will have an opportunity to turn tonight's victory into something much bigger.
The road to Mixed Honor Warfare continues. And Yuri Shibata may have just announced himself as a serious contender.
Yuri, I just wanted to congratulate you. That was an impressive win tonight. You bounced back. You defeated a former MHW world champion, and lately, you've been looking very impressive. In fact, you're becoming quite the hit. I've been looking at the numbers, Yuri. Your popularity is growing, especially in the Asian market. Japan, China, Korea. People are talking about you. And those anime freaks absolutely love you. Now, before you get the wrong idea, I'm not here to ask you to join the office. I've got enough problems without Adam Ball wondering where he stands. But I do want to ask you for one favor.
Sure, what is it?
Alexander. With Amy still being held by King Klein and the 9-time Drillas, why aren't you helping get her back?
Why would I? I am the MHW World Champion. I do not deal in favors, Megan. Everything with Alexander is business. If there is nothing in it for me, then it is not my problem.
Let's talk about Sokolov. Due to the injuries you inflicted on him, Sokolov will now miss the Aztec Warfare match at Mixed Honor Warfare. Do you think this is the end of Sokolov's career?
I certainly hope so. Sokolov should know when to stop. If he knows what is good for him, he will retire. Go home, spend time with his family, spend time with his children, forget about MHW, and perhaps one day I will pay him a visit. He can thank me for giving him the opportunity to walk away before I did something much worse. But I am not interested in the past. I am interested in the future of MHW.
Then let's talk about tonight's #1 contenders match. Barry Leonard faces Joseph Wright, and the winner will earn a world championship opportunity. Do you have a preference?
Barry Leonard is deserving. Joseph Wright is deserving. But neither man is better than me. Whoever wins tonight will eventually stand across from me, and whoever it is, they will lose. At Mixed Honor Warfare, I will enter the Aztec Warfare match as your MHW World Champion, and I will leave as your MHW World Champion, because I am not better than one man. I am better than the entire roster. MHW, be careful.
Determine the next challenger for the MHW World Championship.
Joseph Wright versus Barry Leonard. There can only be one.
Two of MHW's most respected competitors are about to fight for their biggest opportunity yet. comes the Olympian Barry Leonard. Barry's been chasing the MHW World Championship, and tonight he has one final obstacle standing between him and Alexander.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Sioux City, Iowa, weighing in at 241 pounds, Barry Leonard.
You're right, Alexander is that last obstacle. Greg, and Barry knows exactly what Alexander is capable of. Last week, Barry had Alexander in serious trouble.
He nearly made the champion submit, but the time limit expired before Barry could finish the job.
That has to be eating away at Barry. He knows he was seconds away from becoming the man to defeat Alexander.
Now tonight, Barry gets another opportunity, but this time he's fighting for something even bigger, the right to challenge for the MHW World Championship.
The Olympian is ready for the biggest match of his MHW career.
Barry Leonard is locked in. He knows exactly what's at stake.
One victory away from Alexander.
And his opponent from Kampala, Uganda, weighing in at 286 pounds, Joseph Wright.
And here comes Joseph Wright. Look at the determination on Joseph's face.
Joseph has his own history with Alexander, and he's had plenty of problems with the office.
That's right. Joseph has been fighting against Samantha's influence for some time now, and tonight he has the chance to earn himself a world championship opportunity.
But let's not forget the size difference. Joseph Wright is a massive man, and if he gets his hands on Barry, this match could change very quickly.
Joseph has already told Samuel Katumba that he's going to win tonight, and if he does, he'll get exactly what he's been asking for, a match with Alexander.
Joseph wants the world championship, but wanting it and taking it are two very different things.
Joseph Wright is ready. Barry Leonard is ready. Barry Leonard, Joseph Wright, #1 contendership on the line. And the main event is underway. There's so much history behind this one. Barry Leonard nearly defeated Alexander last week. He had the world champion trapped, and Alexander was dangerously close to tapping out.
But close doesn't count. The time limit saved Alexander.
Barry knows that, and tonight he's trying to earn another opportunity to finish what he started.
Except Joseph Wright wants to take that opportunity away from him.
Joseph has been vocal about his issues with the office. He doesn't trust Samantha, he doesn't trust Alexander, and he's made it clear that he wants to take that world championship away from them.
And imagine the story if Joseph wins. The man who's been fighting against the office gets a one-on-one opportunity against their world champion.
That's exactly why this championship means so much to Joseph. For Barry, it's about proving that last week's performance wasn't a fluke. For Joseph, it's about proving he belongs at the very top of MHW.
And whoever wins tonight has to enter Aztec Warfare, knowing Alexander will be waiting.
At Mixed Honor Warfare, the entire MHW roster will compete for the World Championship. But tonight, only one man can earn the right to challenge the champion. Barry is calling Joseph up.
Joseph is struggling here.
Ankle lock. Ankle lock by Barry Leonard.
My God, this early.
Barry grapevines the leg. Joseph reaches the ropes.
The worst case scenario for Barry Leonard.
Another forearm. Barry is feeling it. Tilt-a-whirl slam. The Olympian is fired up.
The Olympic wrestler is coping well with the size of this monster.
Barry is heading to the top rope. Moonsault by Barry Leonard.
Cover.
And no, a 2 count. Joseph is still alive.
Barry nearly had him.
Barry is calling Joseph up now. The big man needs to get some offense in. Barry looks for the Olympic slam, but Joseph counters. Joseph is too strong. Heel throw by Joseph. And no, a 2 count by Joseph.
Barry Leonard is struggling, Greg.
The right answer, Joseph Wright plants him. And no, how did Barry kick out?
That was almost it, and Greg, Barry is in big trouble now.
Joseph isn't finished. He picks Barry up. Right answer, the cover.
3.
Joseph Wright has done it. Joseph Wright is the #1 contender. Joseph Wright has earned his opportunity.
dangerous Joseph Wright. He didn't just win, he survived the best Barry Leonard had to offer and hit him with 2 right answers to finish the job.
He has stood against the office, he stood against Samantha's influence, and now he's earned the right to challenge their world champion. Look at Joseph Wright, the smile on his face says everything. He knows what he's accomplished tonight.
This is a career-changing victory.
Joseph Wright is now 1 step away from becoming MHW World Champion. Wait a minute, Alexander the World Champion is here. Alexander's entering the ring. Joseph Wright isn't backing down.
Joseph knew this was coming. Look at this face-off. The champion and his next challenger.
Joseph Wright earned this moment tonight, and now he's standing face-to-face with Alexander. Alexander versus Joseph Wright for the MHW World Championship in 2 weeks. Good night, everybody.